Marshall from the Senate Budget Committee. Senator, thank you for being here. So Americans don't feel good about this economy, and the president keeps coming out with stuff, and the White House comes out with stuff that just isn't true. I mean, when they came into office, the economy was growing at 6.5%. We had 1.4% inflation. Yes, it's come down from the worst of it a year and a half ago, but it's still more than twice of what it was when they came into office. Will Americans buy what are essentially just lies?
Well, David, they're not buying it right now. The only family that's getting richer in America right now is the Biden family. Over and over, I'm out here talking to families. Groceries are up 20%. The price of gasoline was $2 when he became president. Now it's $3.50 a gallon in Kansas as well. Housing is just prices are going through the roof right now because of Biden inflation. Interest rates are sky high as well. So when I think about Biden economics, I think about Biden inflation. I think about a government-controlled economy and that not only borrows and prints money, but now it's also out there driving up the prices of energy and the prices of housing as well, and drowning us in regulations.
And you know, it's not only the middle class and the common working man that's getting hit hard by inflation still, even though it's come down. They're still below water in terms of their wage increases, but it's also small businesses. They're getting hit real hard, a double whammy from the regulations and the fact that they can't afford inflation, if you will, as well as the big companies can. That's why Wall Street is doing much better than Main Street. And the Job Creators Network CEO Alfredo Ortiz said the following, quote, "Republicans want money to stay in the hands of small businesses and on main streets where it can be used productively to create economic opportunity rather than being sent off to Washington where it is wasted." Now, the president keeps pushing this line. We are investing in America. We, meaning the government, is investing in America. Wouldn't it be better if we let the small business community do that?
Right, David. This market-based economy of the United States has done pretty well, as near as I can tell, over the past several hundred years. Why does he want us to force us into this government-controlled economy, a government green-controlled economy as well? Small businesses will be responsible for about half the new jobs in America, and those small businesses are disproportionately harmed by the increased regulations that we're all feeling. Whether you're in healthcare, in banking, or just that average retailer downtown, we're all being just smothered with regulations.
And you mentioned the green energy programs, which of course emanate from the Biden administration, but it even translates, it boils down onto a state level where you see situations like New York where we are about to essentially drive half of our pizza business out of New York because of these new laws regarding ovens. I mean, it's nuts, particularly because it's the basis, it's one of the key elements to the cuisine in New York. I mean, it's just, we are looking at an administration that's trying to change America's habits in a way that America doesn't want them changed.
Right. So inflation is continuing to be driven by high energy costs, high housing costs as well. And the Biden policies, these green policies, will continue to drive up those energy prices. And then at the same time, they're letting 6 million people cross the border illegally. What's the impact of that having on our union wages? So it just seems the president says one thing but does another. But certainly Bidenomics has made this the worst economy of my professional lifetime.
Senator Roger Marshall, good to see you, Senator. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Thanks, David.